Hey guys, today we are gonna do an overview of the ZV-1F. Not really gonna go deep into settings. I'm gonna show you the basics of the camera, tell you my opinion, all that stuff. If we went into settings, this video would take hours and hours and hours, and that'd just be too much to edit. So if we start up with the front, you cannot this is not an interchangeable lens. This is a built-in lens, so you cannot take this lens out and put on another one if you wanted to. Next, we have like the plastic. This isn't your average plastic, but I actually like it. I like this plastic. The only downside to this plastic, there's no grip on this camera. So the only grip is like right here where this little part is on the right. So if you're like trying to hold it, then it might be hard to grip it or something. But that's the only thing I have for the plastic. Next is the next part is actually kind of a con. So this is one of my cons. It's very small. So it's kind of like going with the grip. It's very small. So I don't have a lot of places to put my hands. So you see, if I'm holding it like this, my hands are kind of cramped. If you want, you could get like this tripod and just hook it up right here. And then it wouldn't be as, cramped. Also, you could use this tripod if you're like me and since your hand is so cramped here, you might accidentally press a button to for some grip to hold on to. You could so I would probably use a tripod, and if you use a tripod, it's more steady. But back to the smallness. So you have to do this if you're not going to use the tripod. This is a very cheap tripod, like $5. So if you don't want to get in the way of the lens, then you're going to have to do this if you don't want to. But I think that's it for the smallness. Not too much about it, but yeah. Next we have our mic jack. So, right here's the mic jack. So, I have my microphone on the 360, Instant 360. I'll do a review on this later, coming soon. But all you have to do is just take this off, take this cord off, plug it into there and stuff. But this camera comes with this, and it comes with a very weak cold shoe mount. So, let's start with this. This is a very, flimsy. It's not gonna come off or anything, but, it's gonna shake when you run it because of the weakness from the cold shoe mount. And when it shakes, this will get in front of your lenses and it will mess it up very badly. But and this, if you don't have it on, I suppose that's good. That's pretty good. But again, this is a weak, so it's gonna shake like that. That's a weak cold shoe mount. But you can get a better one for like $10. So it's not too big of a deal, but it can be frustrating. So next is another con. So since this is internal audio, I'm doing a video on internal audio later, coming soon. But since this camera has internal audio, then so there's not really a need to put the microphone on. Sure, it'll sound better, but when you have internal audio, no, do not use a Rode microphone. Or any microphone. But you have to use this because once you put this on, this is the only mic jack on this camera. So and this goes into the mic jack. So once you put this on, you cannot add like another, you know, you can't add a microphone while this is on. But if you detach it, then you can put it on. But if you detach it and don't use this and use the microphone and you go outside, then all the wind noises and the rustling and weird or loud noises, this is going to pick that up. And because it's internal, this is internal audio. That is why. I feel like I'm already doing an internal audio video. The internal audio is fun. Fun. But, I mean, next thing to, yeah. So I forgot to say, talking about the mic jack, when you have this on, some people might get confused. It doesn't cut everything out. Like if you go outside, it doesn't cut out wind. It doesn't cut out every wind noise. It cuts out, it won't be as loud. Like it won't affect the video, you know. But like for people who are just beginning, if you add this will not cut out those wind noises or rustling. It will just make it a little more faded. Next up here we have your record button, your zoom button. Also, your zoom button is right here, so it's this little knob. And then if you want to take pictures, then if I open this camera up, you can see I press this button right beside the on-off button. You press that and you go past S and Q and past the video button until you get to the camera button. And then once you do that, you should be able to take photos. And then you press this button halfway, and then you press it, and then you don't take your finger off it. So you press it halfway, don't take your finger off it, press it again, and it'll take a photo. The reason you have to press, well, you don't have to press it, but I recommend, because when you press it halfway, it focuses it. So if you want a more focused picture, or you just want to take pictures, I don't really know anyone who wants to do that, but I mean, that's a whole decision they took. I mean, I think it's a solid, I think it's a good way of doing that. When you start recording, this light should show up, this red light right here. It should show up, so that's how you know you're recording. So then you have your basics down here. So your videos right here, trash can, your scroll button right here, the menu right here. That's about it for controls, I think. Next you have your microphone plug-in right here. And then if we just open that, right there, that should be it. Your USB mount right there. So, I mean, this camera can shoot, I think, don't quote me on this, because I haven't had this camera for too long. I've only had it for, 3 days now? Love this camera. But right here, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this can shoot 4K. Don't quote me, but I think. But I actually wouldn't shoot 4K. You know why? Because of the crop. The crop, it just messes everything up. I'm not gonna get, like I said, I'm not doing deep settings in this video, but I might do deep settings in another video, maybe a live stream, I don't know. But now to my personal opinion. Overall, I think this is a very good camera. Now, there are some people who disagree. Like, some people would say, "Oh, you can't interchange the lens. I'm throwing it in the garbage. I'm just gonna toss it, lock it, whatever." No, if you say this camera is bad, the only thing you think is bad is just this. That's the only thing you think is bad because all they want is the interchangeable lenses. Yes, interchangeable lenses is really good. It's like the lenses are like 70% of the camera. I get that. The lens on here is still pretty good. This is a vlog camera, people. It's not made for professional videos. I'm gonna shoot Marvel with this. No. If you shoot Marvel videos with this, I will be surprised. Please comment if you gonna shoot Marvel videos with this. I will literally yell at you. I will literally yell at you. I will do a live stream, just me screaming at your username. This camera is made for vlogging, YouTubers like me. It can be used, I've actually tried this, it can be used for action. So like, you don't have to use this for action. You can perfectly well use the Instant 360 or even a GoPro. But if you use this for action, just put this tripod on so you don't like press any buttons. If you're just like vlogging, you can do this, or even if you want to vlog like this, cause again the cramped hand area, you know. But I mean, yeah, that is all I have to say about this about this camera. Now to the pros and cons. Let's do the cons first, because I'm still thinking of pros because there's so many, because I can't say them all. But for the first con is the no interchangeable lenses. That's okay though. If you wanted interchangeable lenses and you didn't want an internal audio, you wanted to add your own personal microphone, you wanted a little bit bigger camera, that's for vlogging, just a little teensy bit better, guess what? Just go choose, you can go leave now, pick up the ZV-1F. But I will say, the ZV-1F is garbage compared to this. You know why? Because there's only a few minor things that are better than this. Because this is literally, the ZV-1F is just this times, I don't know, 1.5. 0.5. Well, I don't know. It's just not, the ZV-1F is just not that better. It's not that better. Because the only difference is it's interchangeable lenses. That's a big one. I'll give you that. I'll give you that if you're like gonna scream at me right now, saying you're gonna think I'm gonna. Some people are probably thinking, oh, he thinks the lenses don't matter. I know they matter. I know. But again, this lens on here is still pretty good. It has a flip screen just like the E10. Shoots the same thing as the E10. The only two differences are the lens thing, and this is internal audio, and the ZV-1F is not. If you really, and you're desperate, and you need something better than this, go with the E10. I'm saying get this one because, this is way cheaper than the E10. It's about $300 to $500 less. I'm trying to help you save money, folks. Listen. If you're a vlogger who needs a camera and you're watching videos for good cameras and you see this one, the E10, or I'm thinking of a camera that you could use, the M50. Oh, wait, actually, listen. The M50, don't get the M50 because it's very heavy. It weighs like, I don't know, 6 pounds? 6 pounds? This weighs like, I don't know, 1 pound? A half a pound? I don't know. But so the M50 is just heavier. It's not made for vlogging. It's made for professional shoot. It's made for like movies and stuff. Well, not movies, but like you can make your own movie or like something that doesn't require running or walking too much, and that would be vlogging. So just if you looking for a vlogging camera or like kind of an action camera, I would not pick the M50. One more thing. The M50 is about the same of the ZV-10, and I would choose the ZV-10 over the M50 any day. And I would choose this over both of them. Usually, like if I was offered the ZV-10 for free, I would take the ZV-10. But if I had a choice of buying one, I would choose this. I would choose this because you know why? Because if you buy it with the lens, it's about $1,000, the E10, and if you buy it without the lens, it's about $700. Well, they're probably all gonna be you know without lens. That's what I looked up, and I only saw like a couple. Like I saw two on Amazon, two on Amazon that were, you know, with lenses, and guess what they cost? $1,000. Oh, and don't get those crappy packets. It's the camera with a bunch of crap. Trust me, it's crap. Your SD card is crap. Your camera bag is crap. Guess what? Guess what? I have evidence that it's crap. For example, guess what? I ordered a packet for this video. Guess what? This tripod may look good. Yeah, sure. Guess what? It was in a packet. And guess what? It broke. Guess what? It gently fell on the grass. Broke. And now it's just like this. It's a disgusting tripod I would never use because it's bought in a packet. Well, now, after all that much, guess what? We're doing the pros now. Pros. For the price of this camera is amazing. When I went on Amazon and I looked at this camera, because my top three choices to buy were the probably Sony ZV-1, ZV-1F, and the ZV-10. Well, after I watched a couple reviews on the ZV-1, I knocked that out pretty quick. So I didn't even have to look up that. But when I saw the ZV-10, I thought I was going to go with the ZV-10. After watching a couple reviews and the pricing on Amazon, I decided to choose the ZV-1F. Because everywhere I looked, guess what? It was only $500. Sometimes it was even cheaper than that. But I bought this for $500 on Amazon. That's a pretty good deal, considering it's only, like, I don't know. It's only like 2%. Like, it's really not that, worse than the E10. It's a really good camera. I like it. But next, the flip screen. Now, this is just a normal flip screen. The flip screen gives me a little more room. Just a tad bit more room, so I can do like this. So it gives me a little more space. I like that. The internal audio is very good for a camera. Like, I have a couple other cameras that are internal audio. Like, I have a camcorder that's internal audio. It was was like, I don't know, $400. Says, great camera, shoots 5K. And I was like, I knew it was crap because I read the description, and I just wanted to see how crappy it was. And then I sent it back. So I had a camera, and its internal audio, it said it was like really, really good. You could barely hear me. Like, it was like you couldn't even hear you could hear what I was saying. It was like just filmed like it sounded like a couple decades ago. The recording was bad, and the sound sounded like from a couple decades ago. So no. But this internal audio is great. Like when I listened to it on my camera, like when I watched what I filmed, it actually sounded very good. Like I could actually hear it from my camera. I didn't have to plug this into my PC or anything. Like it sounded really, really nice. Next Pro. This might make a couple YouTubers that have reviewed the E10 a little mad. Well, the everyone, a lot of reviews I've watched for this camera said that the battery life was like low. It only lasted like 30 minutes to an hour. Well, I believed them because I saw the battery size. Look how small this battery is. Looked at the battery size, and I was like, oh, I think they're right. This doesn't last very long. Well, guess what? So I ordered 3 extra batteries. So now I have 4 batteries. 4 batteries. I'm not really mad about this, but I'm like, oh, that's nice. Because you really need more than one battery. So, they said this lasted about an hour. So they said invest into 1 or 2 more batteries. This battery lasts about 3 hours. What? And you've seen how small it is. You want to see how big the M50 battery is? Let's pull it up right now. Alright, so this is the battery size. This is the battery size. 2 times the size of this. So this battery should be like 6 hours. And this should be like... It makes me mad because people are just lying. Like, I'm sorry, this battery lasts like any other camera. And you might be wondering, oh, the battery lasts fine. And you're just trying to prove people wrong. No. Well, kind of. I'm trying to prove people wrong, so you subscribe to me and not them. But anyway, it's not that. Most of all, it's this battery is small. And I'm saying small. And this battery is a lot bigger than this battery. And this battery lasts about as long as that battery. The same, even. It's a normal camera battery. Your average camera battery. It's amazing. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, I'm not gonna let this go. I ain't letting this fly. Like, I'm sorry. No. This is not flying, kids. And you can take that to the bank. You're probably gonna have to go to the bank for the money to get this. Next Pro might confuse someone a little, or some of you a little. The size. I know, I said size was con. It can be a size and con. I don't know if I already said that, but size, you don't want your camera to be big and heavy. For example, the M50. It's not too big, it's just heavy, and it might get tiring for someone to carry that around, like for however long you film. But take the C200, which is like 3 times the M50 and about 10 times this, and 10 times the weight too. Because I think the C200 is 9 pounds. I don't know. I don't have it. My friend's dad has it, I think. But that's a big camera, and and size can be a con if it's like too small. But this is not that. The size on this is not a very big con. It's okay. Like if you put a tripod in it, nobody will notice. It's still like fine. It's okay. Next one is like the the plastic. This is like I love the plastic. And I know it said it didn't have very much grip. Well, I'm second guessing myself because this is actually nice grip. I'm second guessing myself on that. Some people might say it's bad grip. I don't know. It's pretty good grip, I guess. Well, not there's not grip except for this, but that's actually kind of good. But this is nice. I like the plastic on this. That's good. But now to our final pro. Final pro is it looks good. I know some people may think that's kind of dumb. Well, I mean, come on, it looks awesome, right? Like it just looks really nice. Like, I mean, come on, let's just flip the screen. Look like, come on. Like, nobody can argue with this except Batman or Joker or Robin. Nightwing! Oh wait, Robin was Nightwing. I don't know my DC comic superstars. Except Stan Lee. Told you I didn't know them. One more thing about this camera before I go. I'm not dying. But, yeah, whatever. Next thing about this camera is, so if you can flip the lenses. So if I were you, I would keep it like this. See? Like this. I wouldn't keep it like, like that, because that crams in a lot. Because when I film, I do it like this, so I can put my hands right here. And if I do that, I promise you, especially if you are an adult using this camera, you are gonna like mess up the screen, scratch it, and whatever. It's just, yeah. But I think this is a great camera. You should definitely go buy it before the M50 or the ZV-1. Really good for beginners and pretty good for professionals. Yeah. But I think that's our camera education for today. Or educameracation for today. But now it's time to your next class. You better hurry. You don't want detention or whatever. What is your next class? Math? Okay, I'll help you with your answer. 1 + 1 = 2. Bye!